I think Kamala thought that she was going to win strictly off of this one subject, and that subject is abortion. Obviously, we're conservative, and I think it's murder. It's straight up murder. That's what it is.
Yep.
I'm not against the morning after pill, but much more than that, it's straight up murder. We have an issue here in Utah where we passed a bill to limit abortion, almost put a chokehold on Planned Parenthood, and we lost in the courts. So what happened there? How did we lose?
Well, what happened is these left-wing institutions have learned that when they don't like a bill, they can take it to the court and get an injunction put on it, which means that the bill or the law that we create as lawmakers doesn't go into effect or has no effect until they get it figured out through the court. So this has been going on for 2 years now. 2 years, all these babies have been dying and being killed because leftists knew that they could put an injunction. Now, the problem is an injunction should only be prevalent and used if it's not constitutionally clear on the issue. So this issue is very clear. If our judges had a sense of any sense of decency and using their brains at all, they would understand that all you do is look at the Constitution. That's like your go-to if there's going to be an injunction. If there's not clear constitutional authority on this issue, then you have an injunction to get it figured out, and that's where you go do that. But they just keep doing that on all these issues. They're saying, we don't know what the Constitution really means on this, so we're just going to put an injunction on it and let it go up to the higher courts to figure out. Like, just fight it and litigate it. And so in the meantime, the law doesn't go into effect. It doesn't mean anything.
Not even a small portion.
They've been doing this on redistricting. They did this for the vape laws. I mean, they've done this for a lot of different stuff. And the abortion
we're seeing it all
one.
over the place with the Trump administration right now.
All over. And they
trying to put out illegals.
Or they try to wait until like maybe administrations change. And it's really sad how they've weaponized judges, or judges feel like they're the sole source of power on these issues. Not how it should be at all.
Not the lawmaker.
That's exactly right. They are not lawmakers, but they're acting like lawmakers with these issues. So this is a really sad one because Utahns are very pro-life. Our legislation was very clear. The Supreme Court was very clear. This is a state's issue.
So how did the other states get theirs to pass? They just have better judges? Because, I mean, Arkansas has got a really strict one.
Yeah, judges have a lot to do with it. I mean, these were our Republican-appointed judges who made this decision to join with this.
You know, the fighting point that I found with a lot of Utahns, people that I know, was, so you're going to make a girl carry a pregnancy to term when she's been raped or incest or her life's at risk. And so they use that. And really, what are the percentages in Utah of abortions that came from
we allow exceptions. Rape is one of them.
And haven't we always?
And we've always had that, yes.
But that's not what the media says.
Correct. And they lie about it. Or like if the mother's life is at risk, like that's always been part of our bills and laws, which is so crazy.
It's birth control nowadays. I mean, straight up, that's what it is.
Yeah, the vast majority of abortions are elective. Yeah. They're just straight up for convenience want to kill the child.
It's birth control. And people are just saying it's my body, my choice. Key word in that whole phrase, I feel, is the word choice.
Right.
You had the choice before you decided to go have unprotected sex or whatever you wanted to do. Right. That's when you made the choice. Now you're just trying to get out of the responsibility of that choice. I mean, I have 4 key things that I think of in my life. One is everybody should have the freedom to do whatever it is they want to do whenever they want to do it. 2, but that freedom cannot inflict upon anybody else's right to do the same thing, which includes the baby.
Right. They have their own rights.
Because they have their own rights now. 3 is you have to be absolutely responsible for every decision you make and suffer the consequences, good or bad, for that decision. But my 4th key rule that I live by is life is not fair. Life is not fair. Bad things happen to good people all the time. And doesn't mean you can go out and commit a wrong, because 2 wrongs don't make a right. right? You can't, just because you got raped or you got incest or something like that doesn't mean you should be able to even go kill the baby then.
Right. But
It's a choice you can make.
correct.
But you're right. We're
you have
trying
the
to
right to-
legislate natural consequences.
We're trying to legislate
Like-
evil, and you can't legislate evil. Life is not fair.